Are you a Walmart customer and shopped there and went to the food section and picked something up and said, wow, this price surely has changed. This look a lot more expensive. Well, you're not the only one, because Walmart's been caught scamming. And guess what? That's not the only thing. Their food prices are also expected to go up by April 29th, 2026. But Walmart has not been honest. Customers been catching them scamming on their food prices.
All right, back at Walmart again. This is my fourth trip to Walmart. I'm at one of the same ones I was at before. I'm going to keep it in real time. You see, look. I'll tell you right now, that's not 24. That's not 4.94 pounds. See how easy it is? Like 5.62, 2.53, 4.80, 1.71, 5.1, 5.51, 2.41. I think I have enough. It's time to go see management. Let's see what they have to say about it. That's ridiculous. You know those are walking out the door. People are throwing them in their cart and they're walking out the door with them. And Walmart is paying the weight price on those, but they're actually weighing what I just weighed back there. That's what Walmart's paying for. So Walmart is profiting off of these. Well, one thing we know for sure is definitely a problem with Kentucky Legend. They'd be the next place to investigate. I can't believe I found 6, 7, or 8 in 30 seconds. You gonna try this one? So what does that one weigh? Oh, you scanned it. Yeah, 2.32 pounds. But look, this says 5.41, and then they're charging people $4.98 a pound. That's over double, right?
Manager gets confronted by customer about the weight of meat being off.
What he has to say about it. How come this is supposed to be a lot heavier because it's got more weight on it than this one? If you look, this is only 2.98, 2.92 pounds or whatever it is. This is 6. This isn't 6 pounds, man. It's only 4, not even 4.5 pounds. So you guys are charging people for 6.17 pounds. That's a good one. I'm glad I caught it this time, because last time I took it home and I was out money on that. I want this, but I'm just bringing this to your attention. You're a manager. Something needs to be done about this, because how many other people that don't realize this, that I'm not saying you, but the company in general is ripping off.
Sweet potatoes right here are supposed to be 3-pound bags. It even says on them 3 pounds. Let's weigh them up. So a lot of you guys talk about Walmart produce. You talk about the potatoes, you talk about the apples, you talk about lots of stuff. You put it on the scale and it's not weighing. Come, let me show you what I found. 2.64. 2.57. Not even close. 2.80. 2.83. You guys are right. You got to check your produce when you're in Walmart.
Now, do you believe that these claims are true about Walmart scamming on their food prices and their weight? Drop your opinion in the comment section. But if you don't think it's true, apparently Walmart must think it's true, because they just settled an over $1 million lawsuit for themselves being accused of overpricing on their food. Now, they did not admit to any wrongdoing, but they settled the case. So this has been affecting people, especially if you're a Walmart shopper and have used your credit card. This has actually hurt your financial situation. And this can bring down your credit score, because a lot of people do shop at Walmart trying to save, especially in this economic times. And their food prices is set to go higher April 29th, 2026, all across the nation. Let's check out what's been going on, especially with this lawsuit.
Walmart will pay $5.6 million to settle a lawsuit filed by 4 California counties. It accuses the retail giant of overcharging customers for items ranging from produce to baked goods. On these items, it alleges Walmart displayed a weight less than the actual weight on the label and charged more than posted prices. County officials argued these allegedly deceptive practices violated California's false advertising and unfair competition laws. Walmart operates nearly 300 stores in the Golden State, 10 of which are in Santa Clara, whose DA office announced the settlement Friday. Santa Clara officials say this isn't the first time Walmart found itself in legal trouble in California. In 2012, the retailer paid $2.1 million to settle a similar suit over allegations it violated a 2008 judgment. Walmart's payments will go to the counties of Santa Clara, San Diego, San Bernardino, and Sonoma. The money will then be placed in a consumer protection fund. Santa Clara DA Jeff Rawson released a statement in response to the latest settlement saying, when someone brings an item to the register to be scanned, the price must be right. Walmart responded to the settlement, expressing relief the legal case is over. As part of the agreement, the retailer has not admitted liability and denied accusations of deceptive practices.
Now, this story of this lawsuit is in California. They settled a $5.6 million lawsuit for this lawsuit being alleged against them for overpricing on meat with the weights, packaged goods, and other products in their store, overpricing customers. And this is where people are really having some of the toughest times, that Walmart is settling this suit. Now, they're not admitting to any wrongdoing, but settling a suit that you're not doing wrong is highly suspicious. So this is part of the shenanigans that Walmart's been pulling. And this suit was only for California. What about other places across the nation? So you want to make sure, if you're a Walmart shopper, that you're actually checking your weight of your food, because with their packaging, that meat actually could be packaged at the wrong weight and price. You could be getting less than what you're actually paying for. And people really need every cent that they can, especially when you're thinking that you're coming here and this is a place where you can save money. And that's not the only thing. Food prices with the war in Iran is expected to go up by April 29, 2026 because of the fuel prices. Watch this.
Let's talk about food prices. What's going to happen with my groceries? How much higher are they going to go?
Well, if gas is up 20%, you should see the ripple effects that are pretty substantial. 40 to 50% of the cost of your food comes from the cost of fertilizer and everything that's locked up in the Strait. So nitrogen, urea, all of the fertilizer components are about half of the cost of your food. So if that is increasing from, what was it, $70 a barrel before the bombing started, and now we're at 102, that's going to compound. And I suspect that as we get into seize up territory with these tankers, which is where we continue to be, you're going to see that continue to escalate. And for diesel, it's worse. And that's, of course, what the farmers not only use for fertilizer, but to run their tractors, to run all their farm equipment. I mean, the prices trickle out. We should start to see that hit around April 29th.
Now, this is expected to hit all grocery stores, but Walmart is one of the most shopped stores here in the United States, and many people are relying on them for groceries right now. And with this weight shifting and package shifting, you really need to actually safeguard yourself if you're a Walmart shopper, because this is really affecting your credit score. And let's break down some of the ways it is. If you're using your credit card, number one, is causing high credit card utilization, bringing down your credit score. Because if you are making purchases on your credit card and the price is not accurate, you're actually getting less than what you're purchasing, they're causing a higher utilization on your credit card that should be justified. And credit card utilization is 30% of your credit score. So then because you're in a financial strain, and you carry that balance over, you're even paying interest on an inaccurate charge that you shouldn't have been charged in the first place. So that's diabolical that they're running up their profits on people that are having some of the worst financial times right now. Now, if you're a person that needs to improve your credit score with my elite credit system, users like Greg was able to remove a collection within 12 days. So if you need my help with my AI software or my one-on-one credit coaching, that link is in the description of the video and in the pinned comment section. Secondly, it's putting pressure on people's budget. And so even if you're spending cash and that cash that you have budgeted out is for all your bills, you're going to miss payments on your bills because you're paying more for something that you should not be paying for, especially when it comes down to food. So if they're charging you more for food than you should be actually paying for the food, that extra money that you're spending should go to your other debt obligations. And many people, because their budget is being thrown out of whack with being charged extra, is falling behind. And these missed payments are ruining their credit score. Now, this is not the first time Walmart been caught doing this. They also was caught back in 2012. At this point, Walmart has a habit of doing these kind of practices, and you as a customer cannot ignore this. So you need to protect yourself. Try when you're at Walmart, especially with the meats, to find weights around you and make sure that you're looking at the price and the weight of that meat and you weigh it out. So you are not being overcharged, especially with those family value packs. Make sure that you are weighing everything. Also, pay attention to the unit prices and look at unit size. Try your best to look at various brands and to make sure that the price that you're paying per weight kind of lines up with what you see with other packaging in the store. Additionally, make sure that you check your receipt. Walmart also is considering in the near future of having digital tags. So that's going to really be a mess because we see certain companies now with digital tags actually practicing surge pricing. Surge pricing is that they can change those prices in an instant on you in certain times of day when they know people are getting off of work or the store is more packed. So you may want to look at your prices online and also pay attention when you're going in the store, what you're paying for that, and also being on top of your receipts because this seems to be a habit with Walmart and how they're doing business. So hopefully this information was helpful. If you have questions or comments, leave it in the comment section. More detailed questions for me, you can go to my website and all your questions go directly to my cell phone. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.